Mark Harmon, born on September 2, 1951 in Burbank, California, grew up in a family already known for their accomplishments. His father, Tom Harmon, was a celebrated football player who won the Heisman Trophy in 1940. Later, he became a respected sports broadcaster. On the other hand, Mark's mother, Elise Knox, was an actress and a fashion icon of the 1940s. Their blend of athleticism and artistry laid the groundwork for Mark's own future in entertainment. In his early years, Mark followed his father's athletic footsteps, playing quarterback for UCLA's football team. But after graduating with a degree in communications, he shifted his focus toward acting. Initially, his goal was to become a lawyer or to work in advertising, but acting was where his heart truly lay. Soon, he began to explore performance art, setting the stage for a career that would span decades. Mark's breakthrough in Hollywood. Harmon's early foray into television was marked by appearances on popular shows like Emergency, Policewoman, and The Love Boat during the 1970s and 1980s. His real breakthrough came in 1982 when he landed the role of Dr. Bobby Caldwell in the critically acclaimed medical drama Saint Elsewhere. His portrayal of the complicated and charismatic doctor garnered critical attention and earned him the title of People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive in 1986. The recognition only boosted his Hollywood appeal, establishing him as one of the industry's most sought-after actors. Harmon's diverse talents allowed him to take on roles ranging from the charming to the intense. With a mix of television and film projects, he solidified his status as a reliable and talented performer. This versatility would continue to define his career as he took on both leading and supporting roles over the years. The role that defined a career. Though Mark Harmon had a steady career in television and film throughout the 80s and 90s, it was his role in NCIS that truly defined his legacy. In 2003, he began portraying Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, a stoic and principled leader on CBS's long-running crime drama. The show became a cultural phenomenon, attracting millions of viewers and quickly becoming one of the longest-running scripted series on television. Harmon's portrayal of Gibbs, a character marked by his quiet strength, deep loyalty, and unwavering moral compass, resonated deeply with audiences. Over 18 seasons, his performance anchored the series, and his commitment to the role garnered him widespread respect. In addition to acting, Harmon also served as an executive producer on NCIS, further solidifying his influence behind the scenes. His involvement in the show's production ensured its continued success and enduring popularity. A new creative venture, Wings Productions. By 2014, Mark Harmon had expanded his creative pursuits beyond acting. He launched Wings Productions, a television production company, to help develop new projects. One of its first successes was NCIS, New Orleans, a spin-off of the original series. Set in the unique cultural landscape of Louisiana, the show explored the same naval crime investigations, but with a fresh perspective and a new team. The series, led by Scott Bakula, had a strong 7-season run, thanks in no small part to Harmon's guidance as an executive producer. His involvement in the show wasn't just about maintaining the tone of NCIS, but also expanding the franchise into new creative territory. This marked a turning point for Harmon as he embraced new roles in the creative process, proving that his talents extended beyond acting. A passion for history, Ghosts of Honolulu. In 2023, Mark Harmon expanded his creative horizons once again by co-authoring a book titled Ghosts of Honolulu. This nonfiction work, written alongside retired NCIS Special Agent Leon Carroll Jr., delves into the largely untold story of espionage during the attack on Pearl Harbor. The book focuses on a Japanese spy and a Japanese-American counterintelligence officer during World War II. The collaboration ensured historical accuracy, with Carroll's extensive experience as a technical advisor on NCIS lending authenticity to the narrative. Harmon's involvement in the project was a natural extension of his passion for storytelling, and his narration of the audiobook version gave the project a personal touch. This book marked a significant departure from the fictional worlds Harmon was known for, allowing him to contribute to the preservation of a crucial moment in history, a legacy built on family and integrity. Mark Harmon's upbringing in a family that valued both athleticism and artistry shaped his own personal and professional ethos. Raised by his father Tom, a Heisman Trophy-winning football player, and his mother Elise, a 1940s film actress, Mark was instilled with a strong work ethic and a deep respect for discipline. Both parents helped mold him into a person who would later go on to achieve great success in Hollywood. Harmon's career wasn't just shaped by his own efforts, though. He was also deeply influenced by his family. His sister Kristen Harmon was married to rock and roll legend Ricky Nelson, and their relationship connected Mark to another famous entertainment dynasty. Harmon's own role as a family man has been just as steady. He has been married to actress Pam Dauber for over 3 decades, and their commitment to privacy has allowed their relationship to endure in an often tumultuous industry. Together, they raised their 2 sons, Sean and Ty, shielding them from the spotlight while encouraging them to pursue their own passions. Mark's candid reflection on family and fame. After decades of maintaining his privacy, Mark Harmon finally opened up about his sister Kristen's marriage to Ricky Nelson. Their relationship, though outwardly glamorous, was filled with personal struggles. In a rare and candid interview, Harmon shared his perspective on the complexities of their marriage, which was strained by substance abuse and emotional turmoil. The pressures of fame, combined with personal battles, ultimately led to their divorce in 1982. Harmon reflected on the toll it took on his sister and the helplessness he often felt as a bystander. Despite the challenges, he emphasized that both Ricky and Kristen deeply loved their children, and their bond was never truly broken by the struggles they faced. Harmon's reflection on their relationship offered a nuanced, compassionate view of a marriage that had been reduced to tabloid fodder over the years. The loss of Ricky Nelson. Ricky Nelson's untimely death in 1985 had a profound impact on Mark Harmon and his family. Although Nelson was no longer married to Kristen, he was still a beloved member of the family, and his loss was deeply felt. Harmon remembered Ricky as more than just his brother-in-law. He was someone who had been part of their family for years. His death, which occurred in a plane crash, left a void in Mark's life. It also had a lasting impact on Kristen, who was never able to fully overcome the grief of losing her ex-husband. Mark spoke poignantly about the pain of that loss, admitting that it was one of the most difficult moments in his life. His words revealed the depth of his love and admiration for Ricky, and the quiet sorrow that accompanied his death. The final years of Kristen Harmon. Mark's reflections on his sister Kristen's final years were filled with empathy and sadness. Kristen, who had once been a celebrated actress and painter, faced significant personal challenges as she struggled with addiction and emotional hardship. Despite the love she had for her children and the artistic passion that defined her early life, Kristen was unable to escape the shadows that haunted her. Mark spoke with tenderness about her struggles, acknowledging the toll that fame and personal demons had taken on her. Kristen passed away in 2018, and her loss was deeply felt by her family. In his interview, Mark emphasized that while Kristen's life was marked by pain, it was also filled with love and artistic expression. Through his words, Harmon honored his sister's memory, reminding the public that her life was far more complex than the struggles that overshadowed it.